Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne. Michael Benjamin Jacobson. This is more Michael Benjamin Jacobson sort of video. Right at the beginning of this video, I don't know what the title is. I don't know what the title I'd call it is. And but if you're at the beginning of this video, you know what the title is because I titled it at the end. If things weren't as locked down and as understood as much as I understood it here, I'm going to give you a scenario, and I want you to try and work out whether you'd ever react like this. I come out of my place, and you can look at my internet website and find the address of my place. I come out of my place and go down the back steps and walk through a backward garden and come at the other end of the building next to mine, come out at the grass, the entrance to a highway. I could cross that highway and start walking and do like a 6 or 7 minute walk. I could cross a road, go to the left, start going around the road, and as I go around the road, there's a person sitting there. They see me, they get up, they signal me with a bag. Right now, there's one flaw in this, but I won't tell you what the flaw is. As I'm walking towards them, they see me, they get up, I've got a little bag with them, they look at me, they signal me to say that they want to talk to me. My first question is, who are you? What's in the bag? What do you do here waiting for me? And how do you know me? And if they answer, I know you off your YouTube, I'm waiting to see you, I want to say hello, I'd say, okay, you may know me off my YouTube. What name did I use mainly on the YouTube before that you saw? Which name was I talking in? What are my two names on YouTube? What's in your bag and who are you and why are you coming to see me? Well, your name's Michael Benjamin Jacobson. I'm coming to see you because I've got something urgent to say to you. I need to talk to you. So that's what I'd say, okay, put down the bag, put the bag there, and tell me very clearly, who are you? Where do you come from? Why are you waiting here to see me? I'm not going to put down the bag. I'm not going to put it on the seat. I'm not going to say who I am. I'm not going to say why I'm here. And I'm not going to say why I'm here to see you. So, okay, I've got something in my pocket. Here it is. It's a nice big knife. You answer one of my questions, I'm going to run it right through you right now. Well, my name is John Smith. I want to get in touch with you because I'm part of your new security team. I'm going to run your new security team, and I'm here to take over whoever's looking after you now. Well, here's a question for you, John Smith. Why didn't you come to my house? Why are you waiting here? Why are you waiting at the first available part of my perimeter where my security team runs out? Why are you here? Why aren't you at my place? Why can't you be at my place? Why didn't you knock on my door at my place? Why didn't you give me a phone call, an email, or contact before you got to my place? Put the bag down right now. I'm not going to put the bag down now, right? Bang. Put a knife through the fella. What happened? Why did that happen? What's got to do with that perimeter? What sort of perimeter is that? Why couldn't a person come to my place? Why couldn't a person email me? Why couldn't they contact me for who they are? Why couldn't they put the bag down? Why wouldn't they put the bag down? Why wouldn't they say who they are? Why wouldn't they say their name? What's going on? Why would that happen? Well, the only flaw in that is I've got a 1 mile perimeter around myself. No one with ill intent in the world, you, anyone, no one with ill intent in the world can get within that perimeter, right? If someone's coming in the car, their car will stop. If someone's walking, they'll be met by someone saying, "Where are you going? Why are you going there?" And um, if someone's coming with ill intent for Matthew Robert Payne or Michael Benjamin Jacobson, for me, right? If someone's coming with ill intent to kill me or hurt me or maim me, and they try and enter that perimeter, someone will meet them. Hasn't got wings on, but it is an angel. Why are you trying to get to Matthew's place? Well, I've got to see him. Well, why are you coming with ill intent to come and see Matthew? Who are you? Why are you coming? Who sent you? And why do you think you need to continue up the road with that knife or that gun in your back? Who are you? Why are you asking me these questions? Who the hell do you think I'll go where I choose to go? Oh, well, see the sword, I'm going to run it right through you, right? Don't ever come towards Matthew's place. Don't ever approach Matthew's place. Don't ever do anything to go to Matthew's place again. This sword is real, but the people walking past here can't see the sword. They can't see you. They can't see me. And if I run this through you, you're currently invisible right now, and no one can see what's going to happen. So turn around. Don't ever approach Matthew again. I'll run this sword through you. Got anything else to say? You'll be dead. Turn around, get lost. That's the sort of stuff that could be, maybe, I don't know. That's the sort of stuff that's happening all around me now. Have I got a security team? No. But yes, nothing that people can see, but people with ill intent see a lot. So when I get to the intersection, which is about a mile away from my place on the way to my train station, that the perimeter around me has gone past the train station and gone right around me 1 mile. So what happened? Well, so no one can get within 1 mile of my place with ill intent. In the sky, around anything. 3 times they came in the sky, millions of them, and they got within 200 meters of my place, and they were met with an angelic army that had a fight with swords, and they got sent back to where they came with a sword in the throat, saying, "Don't you ever approach Matthew again." 3 times they came in the sky, but that was after 15,000 assassins were dispatched at me. The assassins didn't get from their computer to their front door with the little bag before something shot them like an assassin in the forehead and shot them. The assassins were assassinated professionally. Assassins don't get professionally assassinated. No one knocks on the door of an assassin's house and shoots them in the temple like an assassin. Assassins were met and they walked into something in midair that wasn't there and shot them through the temple. That's the only way that happened. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of them dead on the floor. So what is this crazy thing? Well, imagine if you're very important to the world, and if you publish a book in the future, it'll be total devastation to the Illuminati, the powers that be, the leadership of the powers that be, the people who run the world. What they run the world is devastation to the modern church, devastation to the truth that's getting preached, the real truth, and how to negotiate the real truth compared to the old truth, and where God is going, where he's leading, and a message for the non-Christian, a message for the current Christians, what to do and how to process and what to do with your life. Imagine if that little book is such a threat that as soon as that started getting written, Satan went out of his way to kill you. What if there's been the 15,000 assassins, three sorties of means of people in the sky, then Hillary Clinton sending the first 15,000, Hillary Clinton after that, and sorties in the sky. You're talking to a person, you being me, talking to a person in the spirit realm. They say, can Hillary come and visit you? And you're saying, Hillary has got no access to my house. And Warlock saying in the spirit, talking in spirit to spirit, telepathically, Warlock says, I realise that, but Hillary's asking permission to come and see you, and for you to say, oh, so if I say yes, she'll be here in my house, and I say yes, and so go ahead, let her in. You've had a face-to-face with Hillary. She's been in your house. She's been swearing her head off, telling you what you can and can't do about that book, and she's going to kill you if you publish it. You can't publish it, but if you do publish it, I'll kill you. You've had a face-to-face. You're told you get lost. Then months later, you meet a witch in a restaurant. You're attracted to her. She tries to seduce you. You say, I'm not into being seduced. You're not going to be my girlfriend. You're not going to sleep with me. But you're a very lovely guy, very attractive. I'd love to have you as a friend. She says goodbye. I'll talk to you soon. And then you walk out of the restaurant, and as you're walking out of the restaurant, she's beside you. She's back at her friends with the 20 warlocks and witches she's having dinner with, and she's walking down the street with you saying, how are you? And so you're walking along. You've had visits from saints and angels and Jesus before. You're used to entities walking next to you, walking and talking. They're invisible. You're walking along. She came home with you, led in the progression of her bringing a girlfriend home, a lesbian girlfriend, and progression of 1,000 witches that she knows in 3 different covens are all in your house, and you're discipling them. The original witch and her girlfriend give their lives to Jesus as far as you're concerned. The 1,000 witches grow to international witches, grow to Obama, Hillary, Soros in your house, and then have a big chat with Soros, and then you go into your room one day talking to Hillary and her daughter. Hillary starts saying, now that I'm a Christian now and I'm part of the new army that you're building for the Lord, I think you should change the John Lennon book. I think you should edit me out of it, edit the Illuminati out of it. And you say, that's set off a major alarm bell. Why is Hillary, who's supposedly changed and given her life to Christ, making a new following and a new direction, why is she giving me the same old direction? I need to edit my John Lennon book. Why is she saying I can't say that about Illuminati? I need to change that about her. Why is she even bringing that up? What's that got to do with the army being built? And if the army is getting built, what harm does it do to say what her old life is and what the Illuminati is? So check. And then, the next day, Hillary's saying, well, we come and see you all the time. Why don't you come and see me and my daughter? And you say, when? And she says, now. And I said, it'll be 3 in the morning now. It'll be like lunchtime or something over there, or later than lunch time, whenever it is. And she said, well, come over. So you appear in Hillary's house. She's there cutting up a salad. She's dicing cherry tomatoes. She's looking at you. You're looking at her daughter. You say to Hillary, you get this inspiration by the Holy Spirit. You say to Hillary, hey, even if you wanted to run that knife through me and kill me right now, you wouldn't be able to do it because God's got me protected. You look at the colour goes out of her face. She gets stunned and flushed with a white face, and you disappear. What if she was, apparently, you in the flesh, she was in the flesh over there, that she was going to hit you with a stun gun from a daughter and then take you into a back room and torture you and slaughter you. What if that was the second attempt of the first attempt, 15,000, second attempt, 3 sorties of people in the air, second, third, fourth attempt, and you've been at her place, 5th attempt. What if that was the 5th attempt in life? What if last January an angel came, the angel over your country, and you asked your counsellors because you wanted information, and you tried to reach out to 2 people who were experts on angels and one of them you couldn't get through to, the other one you got through to is too busy to talk to you. What if you spend some time talking to your counsellors 3 days later, and you ask them, do you know much about angels? And they say, yeah. And you ask them why the angel over Australia is at your place, and they inform you something's happened and you need protection. What sort of protection? A protection that's got enough angels to protect you. What if your life is in mortal danger? You've been tried to be slaughtered a few times, and now you've got an official no-fly zone around your house. Whenever you go out, you got a no-fly zone around your house. Once again, I've got out of bed. I'm dreaming something. I'm thinking of something. This is a subject I'm thinking. How would you cope? Well, would you be crazy if this was the case? Would you be a lunatic if this was the case? Would you be a lunatic thinking 15,000 assassins came at you? You checked it with your counsellor, you checked it with a prophet that it was true, and you're still doubting because how could 15,000 assassins be sent at you? You had a friend for a few months, and while you're doubting that a thing that those amount of assassins would come at you, who are you? The friend says, he had a friend that got a rude phone call this week, yesterday, and the person on the phone said, who the hell are you? And his friend says, well, you're the one making the phone call. I'm picking up the phone. I don't know who you are. What are you doing asking me who the hell am I? So who the hell are you? Well, you've got a raised voice. You're very angry at me. You don't seem to like me. You've got my number once again. I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're ringing. And I don't know who the hell I am. And I don't know what I've done to you. I've sent 30 assassins at you and they're all dead. Who the hell are you? Well, I'm sort of the person that you don't send any more assassins to if you want them to die. How are they dying? Who are you? How do you know their address? Well, I don't know their address. I don't know you're sending assassins at me. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know where they live. But someone I know, someone I care about, someone who loves me, knows that you're trying to kill me. And every time you try and get one to kill me, he gets one of his people to kill one of your people. So I'd stop sending assassins at me, and I'd just totally forget about trying to kill me, if that's okay. Who the hell are you? Who are you connected to? Who's sending people? Okay, you work that out for yourself. See you later. Hang on. So that's a person I met months and months ago, had a few encounters with. He told me that phone call. He's currently in the midst of a long and drawn out fight with someone with a Jezebel spirit. He's got another friend who's had an ex-wife with a Jezebel spirit, and there's something happening to that guy's sons and daughters, or son or daughter, and he wants to win a custody fight against the person who's got access and who's got legal right to have the children, and he's in this custody fight and this spiritual fight with this Jezebel. I told him the first time, you can't win a fight. You can't win a legal fight with a person with a Jezebel spirit. I asked this guy, is the person who's got the Jezebel spirit a Christian too? Yes. Well, you can't take a Christian to court. You can't fight legally with a Christian. Jesus says that. And you certainly can't win any sort of fight with someone with a Jezebel spirit. Jesus won't support it. You need to turn the other cheek and walk away. You need to let the person with the Jezebel spirit have their way, and there's no way around it. If you want to fight with them, you can't fight with them. You can't win spiritually. God won't let you win the war. You need to let the person with the spiritual problem, with the Jezebel spirit alone, leave them alone, walk away and let them have their. You don't know anything about warfare. You don't know what you're talking about. There's no way he's going to do that. This is a real fight. God's on his side. God will always be on his side. You're just being silly, Matthew. That's just totally wrong advice. That's exactly what he won't do. And keeps on complaining, keeps on saying he's having this fight. wish he could kill this actual Jezebel, wish he could just kill them and have his way. Once again, I tell him, and he doesn't receive it, and then he's not a friend anymore. So why was he friend? Just to give me that information that one of his friends that walks really close to the Lord had 30 assassins sent at him, and those 30 assassins were killed. So who am I? Well, I've got a little book, I've been told, and I've had a lot of delusions in the last 5 months, but I'm pretty sure of this. I was doing a message on Matthew 24. I was preaching under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit and getting a lot of revelatory information, a lot of new information that people have never heard about. As I was preaching on Matthew 24, the Holy Spirit was showing me new and new things, things no one knows, things no one preaches on. And I was going to go through the Mount Olivet prophecies that Jesus talked about at the end time. I was going to spend an hour or so going through it line by line. It was an 8-hour sermon. It was 8 hours worth of preaching on one little chapter. So if you think you could get one little chapter about the end of days and what Jesus said about the end of days, about the end of the days that were 50 years after Jesus spoke, about the end of the days that were a few years after Jesus spoke, about the end of the days with 2,000 years from when he spoke, the things that applied to just then, the things that applied to 50 years' time from then, the things that applied for 2,000 years from then. Matthew 24 had like 3 fulfillments, 3 applications at all different times in the world, and so I did this Matthew 24. In the process, I found out that my John Lennon book, which is going to be like a 1,600-page book, is actually the message of the 7 thunders in Revelation 10, and it's the little book of Revelation 10. I used to say for years and years, who would you be if you thought you're one of the 2 witnesses and you had a little book that you were claiming to be the little book of Revelation 10? You'd have to be a really special sort of deluded and messed up to claim that. And then years later, the Holy Spirit is telling me that the book I've got getting typed up at the moment, getting ready to be edited, is that actual little book. So could you live a life? I'll tell you one thing, that if you're new to me, as soon as I turn the camera on, I get itchy skin and I just break out in all sorts of itching. So if that's been really distracting you, get used to that. Whenever my camera's on, I just get an attack of the itches and can't really stop. It just drives me crazy if I didn't itch. Just remember that in the Bible, it says that certain times, in the end times, people were going to gather themselves up teachers that would teach them things that their itchy ears would like to hear. And what does that mean? It means that when you've got an itch, you love to itch it. There's nothing I can do but to stop itching when I turn on the camera. And you could watch a lot of my videos and say, he could stop itching, he could just be it. Well, the same with you. You're probably going to a church and they preach a probably gospel or an understanding that you think you really like, and you can't help but itch. And when you're itchy, the most favorite thing you can do is itch. You're not meant to itch. You're not meant to itch any sore. Itching anything that's disease will only make it worse, but that's what people do. They keep on listening and listening and listening to something that's no good for them, but they love to hear, just like listening to Kat Kerr being preached, listening to everything Kat Kerr, even though I've told people many times Kat Kerr is dangerous, Kat Kerr is preaching a whole lot of error, Kat Kerr is leading you astray, Kat Kerr has made herself into a god, like a human god, and replaced Jesus in your life. If you listen to more Kat Kerr rather than read your own Bible and talk to Jesus. We're in the very last days. There's a lot of deception around. Could you ever be 1 mile from your place, someone with a bag get up, look at you and say, I've been waiting for you, and for them to end up in a situation where they're going to be dead unless they answer your questions. Of course, I don't carry a knife with me. I wouldn't run a knife through someone, but I can tell you what, if someone got in my face these days and wanted to do me violence, I wouldn't wish good things for him from the angels that protect me. So there's an interesting video for you. Sort that one out, and at least that was entertaining. In a new shirt today. I've slept. I've had a shower, and I'm still tired because I'm really tired because I was up most of the night last night. I wanted to go to sleep, and 3 times I was having really active sleep, or I wasn't asleep, and 3 times the Holy Spirit got me up to do another video. So I've really got no control. It's 3:33 now, a special time, a special sign, and this is my supernatural life. Have you got any questions? Have you got any comments? Have a wonderful day.